everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Gilly dokily, entertainment only. Oh, I am going to have a look at Canada with Alberta and Saskatchewan. I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong. Anyhow, the states that are talking about leaving, but not today. Other things are rearing their head as they seem to. So what I want to have a look at is the 90-day pause on Chinese tariffs that apparently Felon 45 has come out today. Goodness me, I wouldn't want to be doing business. Like, what happens if you paid the 135% last week and all of a sudden you find out that he's dropped it to 30%? Do you get a refund? I don't know. So apparently it doesn't include cast steel and aluminium, but this this uncertainty for businesses is just really causing chaos. So I want to have a look. So a 90-day pause on the tariffs with China. What's happened is that Felon 45 has now declared that the tariff is 60%. China's come back and said, well, they've dropped their tariff to 10%. Oh gosh, he's made this announcement so that he looks like a star. So basically, gosh, it's and I'm going to use the same analogy again. It's the firefighter that goes out and lights the fire so that he can ride the noisy engine in and save the day. You and I can see that, but his base will love it. Anyhow, what I want to have a look, a few other bits and pieces. First of all, yes, it's Governor General that comes in under the King for Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, etc. I said Attorney General. Oh, Attorney General is an internal government appointment. It's the Governor General. Brain fart yesterday. The International Civil Aviation Organization has come out and ruled that Russia, yes, downed MH17, the civilian commercial airliner that killed all upon board, and now we're going to seek reparations from Russia. Don't like their chances at the moment. Russia hasn't got any money, but I do like that ruling. Oh, I just want to point out also the law firms that side the pro bono deals with Felon 45. Apparently they are shedding lawyers left, right and centre as lawyers are going, what the hell? And they're out of there. They don't agree with it at all, and they do not want to be called upon to represent within the pro bono. So that's a good step to see. But I want to have a look at the 90-day pause on the Chinese tariffs. Entertainment only, if I didn't say that already. I just want to have a look. I'm going to go do, how's that going to, I'm not going to look from the US. I'm going to look from China, and then I'm going to look from US businesses. Of course, the share market's gone through the roof again, but I want to have a look from China's point of view. Oh, you want those two cards? Okay, I'll leave them out for you. Using the Gilded Tarot Royale, I've lost the rest of the box. If you like the cards, just rewind it and pause to have a look. Gilded Tarot Royale. How is this pause on tariffs going to go from China's point of view? What's China's attitude towards this pause on tariffs? Let's have a look. What's China's point of view on this 90-day pause on tariffs? Is it going to make any difference to they haven't been sending any ships over? The shipping in the US, I believe, is it Seattle? Not a single ship. Shelves are starting to be bare. Don't worry, you're not going to run out of food, but you may not get the food that you want. There may not be avocados on the shelf for your guacamole or your avocado on toast. There may not be bananas on the shelf. There may not be certain foodstuffs, but there will be food. So don't worry about that. It just might not be the food you necessarily want. But there will be enough for your needs. Okay, so how's China? Come on down, let's have a look. Right. These first two cards are the ones that flew out. Let's have a little snoopy at that. I'll just, yep, showing, got my light set. Okay, there, the Knight of Swords is the first card out. I'm asking from China. It's a win for China against the United States, against the bald eagle. They stood fast. They've got their sword drawn. They're not prepared to put the sword away, though, is what I'm getting there. They're claiming the victory. They're going to claim the victory, but they're not prepared to put the sword away. They don't think this is over. The challenge is the strength of the opportunity, this new opportunity that's being presented, this new declaration on tariffs is the challenge, because you've got there, so you've got the stag there standing firm, but in the shadow of the stag you've got the weasel and you've got the rabbit and you've got the toadstools. I don't think China trusts, and can you blame them? So the challenge is the strength of this new opportunity, but you've got the weasel still here. At the foundation, you've got the Queen of Swords. So a lot of swords energy here. This is about strategy. This is about having drawn the sword of truth. This also might be some legal action that gets that's being considered. I mean, imagine if you're a business, as I said, and you paid 135% tariff last week. Are you going to get 105% refunded or not? Wouldn't want to be in that legal position, would you? I think this is more about drawing the strategy, drawing the sword of strategy, of the truth getting out there, the peace negotiations with the five doves here as well. But five is also about challenge and obstacles. So the fact that we've got five doves, the challenge of this, I'm going to say truce at the moment. Okay. In the past is in the past. The emotional naivety of the past. Oh, there's Spotty heading up the hallway. The emotional naivety of the past, of the tariffs. Okay, crowning this reading and walking away. Something is not going to, they're going to cut their losses and walk away, I think. Let's see where this goes. They've already developed new markets, already entered new agreements. Going to be a hard message to okay. It's going to be a hard and chaotic position to get this to the top of the hill, to get this to over the finish line. There's something here that I think China is going to stand firm against, some sort of obstacle. Okay, we've got externally the negotiator, the diplomat, the emotional offer. Let's see, internally. So I'm asking from China. I think China are actually in the negotiating seat in regards to this, but we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Self-protection, looking after their own interests internally. The hopes and fears, the deals done in the dark corners. Be careful what you wish for, as the rat's pooping in your cup up here. Again, we've got this figure deciding what path to take forward. You've either got a path of strength, or you've got a path down into the thicket with a new plan. Strength, courage, Look at this. Except for that challenge card and this protection card, there is no pentacle cards here. This is very much about messaging, about emotions, and about reality and strategy. So the Eight of Wands, a lot of information coming forward quickly on the dawn of a new day about partnerships and agreements. You've got the Star card. You've got the Justice card, Justice, and then you've got the Financially Out in the Cold card. So whatever happened to China paying the tariffs? Right, which we know is not true. Feeling justified after being shut out of the market. However, we've still got these restrictions here, strategy restrictions. We've got the Emperor. We've got the nightmare situation. And having moved on from that nightmare situation, there are some money secrets that someone would like kept hidden about manipulation. But they're going to be strung up and revealed. Okay, so I'm going to ask: is trade going to is trade? Oh gosh, is trade going to return? Is China going to return to trading with the United States? Felon 45 is going to carry on as if he had beaten China into submission or something, but it's actually gone the other way. Secrets being revealed and full illumination for who? Right. I mean, they are two yes, like about them balancing the money coming in from overseas. This is very much a back down by Felon 45, except that he's going to try and spin it as a win against China. Is China going to resume trade? I'll just do a couple of cards. Is China going to resume trade with the US? Is China going to resume shipping with the US? Is China going to resume shipping to the US? I'm getting they want a public apology. They want Felon 45 to admit and make a public apology. I think that might be the emotional walking away demand. Are they going to resume? Right, Ace of Wands. Huge messaging. Inflammatory messaging. New messaging. Temperance. Trying to balance the alchemy and the Empress. Well, they're three yes cards. They are three yes cards. So this is about a huge announcement coming out, restoring trade, alchemy, and the Empress, the abundance card. I've got also a yes card on the bottom, but if I keep going, we've got volatile message coming forward about the false victory claims in regards to overseas trade. So we've got the steel, we've got crossroads moment, and we've got secrets coming forward, shining a light on the snake, and then emotional disappointment. We've got then the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. I think China are going to demand a public apology. I'm going to ask as part of this resumption of trade, because I don't think this resumption of trade is a done deal yet. Is China going to demand a public apology / explanation before it will resume trade? Is China going to demand, because remember that this was the back down by Felon 45. Now, China is very much about, I mean, Vance called the peasants. Felon 45 sold it as China was going to pay the tariffs, so they're going to demand a public apology. Page of Swords, a determination to bring forward the truth about the delusional spinning about the money. The Eight of Pentacles. The Lovers, the unbalanced agreement, protecting their own and restriction of the Devil, inability to harvest, alchemy, volatile messaging. I'm getting yes, that they are, and they want it to be about who was going to pay the tariffs. Then we've got the infighting, offer being made, and actions having consequences, and justice being brought. They want the voter to know who was responsible, how they spun it, and so, because I'm going to get that Felon 45 is going to spin it to the voter that China backed down, and I'm going to say yes, they're going to want a public apology and an explanation. Yeah, that's huge. Yes. And then we've got Felon 45 as the businessman, fully exposed. So I'm going to say yes, they are. Will the 90-day tariff rates continue? Will the 90-day tariff rates continue? Goodness me, you wouldn't want to work in the bloomin' customs to try and work it all out, would you? Are the 30-day tariff rates with China? It's almost like hold the parcel an extra day because the tariffs are going to change. It's just crazy. Are the 90-day tariff rates 30% on the US consumers going to pay 30% on Chinese goods? China's going to pay 10% on US goods. Right, are they going to hold? So we've got a big announcement, packing up the truth and moving forward, the walking away, and an offer being made. Nightmare situation on the bottom there. Are they going to hold? I don't think they are. I think there's going to be some sort of betrayal here. This determination for the truth to be told instead of the lies. And then the Queen of Swords. The obstacle is that China wants the truth told. Tower moment, on the back foot defending, And then we've got the isolation, the new path forward past the snake. I don't think they're going to. I think if they don't get the apology and the truthful explanation that they are asking for, look at this, there is not a single money card here. It's all about truth. It's all about emotion and messaging. One messaging card. Four majors. One, two, three, four. Usually I would say, well, four majors, it's a yes, but the actual cards that are these majors, I don't think they're going to. Nightmare situation and financially out in the cold. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. Entertainment only. If you want something from overseas, I would encourage you to get it now. Um, because what I'm getting is that as part of this agreement for them to continue, the Chinese government, I'll have a look again closer to the date, but the Chinese government are going to demand the truth about the tariffs be told. And I don't know that Felon 45 is going to agree with that. I actually don't even know that in 90 days he's even going to be in office because, gosh, what's he been in for so far? Not even 4 months. Just past the 100 days, and what a nightmare already. Um, I think there's going to be a breakdown in this. So if you want something from overseas, from China, I would say stock up now, is my advice. However, if you can't afford to stock up now, don't go into debt for it because anything can happen. That's just the energies of today. Um, I'm just going to leave it like that. I think China's going to want the truth to be told about all this. I don't think they're going to get the truth be told, and it's not going to go well for them. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye.